So this is one of my first speaking videos, and I'm going to talk about things I've learned in my first semester of college. Oh, why does the light look like this? Oh, it looks weird. Oh my gosh. Okay, that looks good. But I wanted to talk about the things I've learned so far in college. On my first semester. I'm in my second semester now, but talk about what I've learned just collectively. Why does it look like this? Oh. So first thing I want to talk about is time management and planning. In college, you're gonna have a lot of time, and I've learned that it's good to plan with that time, because if you plan with all the time that you have between classes, you'll get a lot of work done, and then you'll have time to hang out with friends and to go to clubs and go to parties. I don't go to parties personally because I don't want to. That doesn't work for me. But planning helps a lot, especially when you are in lots of tedious classes and especially when you have lots of deadlines. Planning is a really good thing. Time management is a really good thing because you have lots of time in your hands. At least for me, I have lots of I have 2 hour breaks in between my classes sometimes. Yeah. Also, take breaks. That's another thing. Take breaks in college, especially if you have lots of classes. Oh my gosh. Please take breaks. Because not taking a break, it's just going to make you more stressed out. It's going to make you more unhappy. And college is a time for you to have fun and be happy. So don't, and get work done, but have fun and be happy. um, yeah, time management and plan times for you to take care of yourself. Make sure you have your meals set. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. I don't eat lunch because I'm just not a lunch person. Only when I'm I don't know, but I'm not really a lunch person. So I don't really do that, but whenever you do eat breakfast, lunch, matter of fact, no, not whenever you do eat. Eat your 3 meals or eat your 2 meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Plan those out. Make sure those are mandatory. Because if you don't plan those out and you skip, you're gonna be unfocused and you're gonna be stressed, and that's just gonna make you more stressed because you probably got already a lot of stress on you. So it's don't do that to yourself. Give yourself energy. That's what I learned my first semester. I was trying to do all my work and not have a snack. Don't do that to yourself. I've tried it so you don't have to do it. um, this is gonna go into my next thing. So, time management helps you plan out time with your friends. Okay, when you want to do things with friends, you actually want to hang out. You knowing what you need to do, knowing when you're gonna do things helps for those things. So helps for what am I trying to say? I guess it helps for planning. I guess helps you plan to hang out with people. Yeah, because you know when you're free, you know when you're not free. Especially when you plan ahead for your classes and what you're gonna do, your studying and stuff like that. Some people don't need to plan naturally. I just plan things out in my head. Yeah, I know when I'm gonna do things and when I'm gonna do it. If, but getting a planner works. That works for me. But um, yeah, planning also helps with hanging out with friends and knowing when you're gonna do things or knowing when to do things. Because if you know that you have a test the next day and you know you have a club to go to at 7, you're gonna either make sure you're gonna have to study before 7 or after 7 you're gonna stay up and study for that next test tomorrow. It's either one of the two, and you plan your time and you adjust based on that. Oh, friends. You're gonna have friends. And you may not have friends. I don't know. But I feel like it's good to have friends in college because everybody's just trying to get their work done. Everybody's just trying to pass the class. And everybody's trying to get through it. So having friends who can help you and you can help them, it works out. In most of my classes, I have someone that I know who I can ask it, who can I can who, yeah, I have someone I know who I could talk to about the assignment if I need help with it, or they could talk to me if they don't understand something. It's like it doesn't always have to be someone you're hanging out with. It could just be a friend that you just have just in case you like need help or you just need to study with. Like it's not always about hanging out all the time. Sometimes it's strictly about work or just class. It's also good to have friends like that, like a little network in each class. Like you have in one of my art classes, I always have like this one friend in my art class, and we like help each other with with art stuff, and we hit each other up like, hey, are you coming to class and that. Like sometimes you have people who like hold you accountable and keep you together sometimes, and like those really good people. So it's really good to have friends like that because you know help each other out, and then sometimes you might end up hanging out for lunch and stuff like that. So everything just comes together sometimes in college like this, and having fun. You know, have fun. like like I said, you may end up doing work and then getting something to eat. It doesn't always have to be like strictly work sometimes, but just make sure you get your work done. Like the other day, I was with my friends and we were outside sitting on the grass and they were doing their work and I was chilling. So you could still be having fun. And you could always also still get your work done. So it's like, it's not always like strictly like focus or just like strictly like school. It's like, you could also like sit outside and like do your work. You could also like go to lunch and have like a study date with somebody, or you could like take a walk with a friend to class, or you could have breakfast with a classmate. I've done that before, or you could have breakfast with or your friend acquaintance. I don't know. You could have breakfast with them, and you guys can just walk to class and talk about the assignments and stuff like that. What you guys need help with. What you guys can help each other with. Because sometimes the assignments in like college they are hard to understand and it makes no sense to anybody. And so we all just correlate as a community. One time, oh my gosh, this made me smile. This gave me hope in the world. One time, I had like a Spanish test, and the teacher, she didn't come in because her back was straight. And the test was online, but we were in person. And the teacher wasn't there. Yo, if the school sees this. But we all needed help on that test. And so we all decided, hey, let's band together and work on this Spanish test. And that's what we all did. And that gave me hope in the world because it's like sometimes you feel like no one cares. But that person was like, hey, how about we all band up and just do the Spanish quiz together? You know what? We all did it together. And I passed. I passed the class. I got it together. They passed. We passed. And you know what? That's why you talk to people in class. That's why you keep track of who's around. So it can be like, hey, how about we get this together? You know? And you see, like, and then outside of class, like familiar places. Familiar places. Familiar faces. And you see people. And that was fun. Because I just left after that and I had, like, the rest of my day free. So, money's worth. Get your money's worth out of college. Have fun. Do what you love. If you're like a doctor or something like that and you want to try like music and you want to take like a music class, take that music class. If you want to do art, take the art class. Don't keep yourself minimized to like a few things. Like don't keep yourself so small. If you know that you like something, you want to do it. You can. And don't let certain things stop you from that. Always try to find a way. And if it doesn't work, there's always like another chance or maybe like other opportunities. So don't limit yourself. Don't say, "Oh, I can't do this because of this." When you literally have the opportunity right there, you're just scared to do it. Go for it. Like I'm an art major, and I do painting. Oh, and I do I just naturally do painting and graffiti, but I'm gonna try out ceramics next year, and I'm gonna try and do that. You see, you don't limit yourself to like one thing, especially if you're an artist. Don't limit yourself to one medium. And another thing, I'm also an art major, and I'm taking a philosophy class. I don't understand any of that, but I'm trying my best to open myself up to something new. And I'm also in a jazz class too. I love jazz, but that's away from the point. But just open yourself to new mediums and new studies that you're interested in. Because if you're interested in, there's a good chance that you're probably gonna like it, and you're probably gonna feel like you didn't waste your time. That's how I feel with most of my classes. What's another thing? Oh, um, mm, do I have anything else? I can say try and join clubs. I joined clubs and I went into like a certain group and stuff like that, and it was really cool. I met some pretty cool people. I know some pretty cool people, and they're really nice. Yeah, and I've learned some really good things from my clubs and everything like that. And I'm also thinking about joining some other clubs too, just because they just have my interests. Like my school magazine, I'm thinking about doing that because I like to write and I like to show my art. So that's just something I'm interested in. You could do things like that too if you're interested in like clay. Like your school may have, like my school has a clay club, and a whole bunch of people go to that. And if your school has a club that you're interested in, and you can't take a class that's like in that interest, go to the club because there's a good chance that you'll end up enjoying it. And college is not just here for you like to do work. You're here to enjoy things too and enjoy people and enjoy hanging out with them and doing things you love and like exploring and being outside and staying inside and watching TV and just being young. I feel like this is so cliche, but just I don't know. My message here is what is my message here? Mm. My message is to do your work, but make time for fun. That's it. Do your work, but make time for fun because it's not gonna be fun while you're doing your work and realizing that you're not enjoying yourself. So do your work, but please make time for fun and taking care. Well, no, take care of yourself, do your work, and then make time for fun. I don't know, but the first thing I'm gonna tell you is take care of yourself because there's not gonna be any college if there's no you or any experience. So there's not gonna be any life if there's no you. So just take care of yourself so you can enjoy your life. Right. That's it for this one. And I'll see you in the next video. See ya.